Welcome to Trailblazing Career Tech Minds, the podcast where we dive into the innovative world of career tech. Join us as we explore the latest trends, tools, and transformations shaping the future of work. Each episode, we bring you insights from industry leaders, cutting-edge technologists, and forward-thinking educators who are pioneering the way forward. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting your journey, this podcast is your gateway to understanding how technology has revolutionized careers and empowering the workforce of tomorrow. Tune in and stay ahead of the curve with Trailblazing Career Tech Minds. I am your host and career coach, Morel Baxter, and today's Trailblazers I'm so excited about. We have some cosmetology girls in here, Regan Todd and Dekia James. Hello, girls.
Hello.
Hi.
How are y'all doing today?
Happy to be here.
Yes, we're good. And then my co-host down there is
Carol Turner, English Language Arts.
all right. What's going on?
Not a lot. Not a lot. We're here.
Yes.
Well, thank y'all so much for coming on the podcast. It can be a little bit intimidating for students to come on without their instructor. So y'all are actually, besides teacher cadets, the first program that has come on the podcast without your instructor. So
Wow.
yeah.
And we're so excited to have y'all because we love anything beauty, anything healthcare, wellness, just making sure that we're having all the latest trends and discussions about all the things that y'all do. So we're excited to hear about it.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, I'm just saying, when I'm walking people through from industry here and there, they are just amazed at y'all's department. It's just so beautiful. I mean, wow. Tell us about it.
Full size things. Yeah, tell us.
So honestly, my favorite part would most likely be the facial lab.
Mm-hmm.
We did facials last year, and this year I think it's gonna be later in the year. But it's just my favorite thing. It's just so relaxing to just lay down in a chair, relax, get your facial.
It looks like a full-on Grand Hotel spa in there.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
It is very nice. You can dim the lights, turn the music up.
Yes.
So what do y'all learn to do in there? Y'all doing facials, you said?
Yes.
Are y'all doing like microblading?
So, my previous year in cosmetology, we learned how to wax and do, I would say about 3 types of facials. But this year, the first year students have not learned yet how to do a facial.
But they will, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
they will.
Yeah. Okay.
So tell us about what level you're at. So you said there's first year students, and so you're juniors, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So where did you first start out with your cosmetology skills?
So I first started doing updos, and then after we started with braiding, French braiding, cornrows, and cutting.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we got more advanced, we actually made our own wig.
Oh.
It was an experience, I would say.
That sounds like very time consuming.
It was. I think it was like 3 weeks.
Oh, I was going to say that was
weeks.
going to take me months to make.
What materials did y'all use?
Oh, we had needle and thread.
Okay.
Whoa.
We had bundles. We had we had like a little thread cap that you put on the mannequin head.
Wow.
And it was like a foam mannequin head, and then we just sewed it on.
Sewed it in.
Wow.
Okay. What about you?
Well, this is my first year, so I've done a lot of natural hairstyling, which is what we started off with. We've done how to actually curl hair with like a normal, traditional curling iron.
Yeah.
And we've learned how to straighten hair professionally, how to wash hair, and all types of things of that sort. It's more for this year, I guess, more natural. All of it's more
Yes.
natural.
I like that. So you're a fresh, brand new student.
Yes, ma'am.
So y'all are both from Daphne, you said.
Yes.
They told me that before we started. And so what are your thoughts on coming here so far?
I really love it. I mean, I do miss some of my friends sometimes, but this is the most amazing school, and I've already learned so much more than I would have ever imagined.
Awesome. So I gotta know, career coaches gotta know, what are y'all's plans after high school? What's your dream job? Do you see yourself doing cosmetology, owning a salon maybe?
Well,
Tell us about it.
I would really love to open my own salon and be my own business owner, but I'd also like to be a youth pastor in the near future.
I think you do both.
I would love to do both. That is actually my dream.
Yeah, you could do both, I feel like. Yeah.
Honestly, my ideal thing that I would love to do would be obtaining my natural hairstylist license this year. That way I can start my real estate course and be a real estate agent, along with trying to open my own business for hairstyling.
Yes. A lot of hairstylists do it, like, at random times too, I think, because like when I was talking to Miss DeFee, she's like, I did somebody at my house the other night or whatever.
Yes.
So
That's her.
yes, she's awesome.
I think
Both
that
of them
speaks
are.
volumes of how flexible it is to be in cosmetology, because it's not something that you necessarily have to like continue for a year. You can if you want, or you can just pick up jobs here and there and work your way through. So I think that's really great.
Yeah. Aren't y'all both student ambassadors?
I'm not. She is.
Okay, tell me about that life. That's a new thing, right? We just started our student ambassadors at Baldwin Prep, and so what they do is they give tours to our outside industry professionals and people coming into the school. Y'all are giving tours. Y'all are dressed so nice. Y'all have on the jackets. I mean, tell us what's an ambassador do?
Honestly, an ambassador at BPA would just be a person I guess you can kind of rely on. Honestly, to me, it reminds me as like a peer helper.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been a student ambassador for 2 months, and I would say my experience has been wonderful. Honestly, it makes me so grateful that I was able to attend BPA and honestly have so many opportunities just got thrown at me.
Yeah.
You know? It's just honestly been an amazing experience just talking to older adults about your certain CTE and just hearing their thoughts and opinions on it.
Yeah. Did y'all have to try out for that too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
It was pretty, I saw y'all trying out one day. I walked in and y'all were like giving the tour to the principal, and I was like, what is going on here? But I figured out y'all were trying out for that. So that's really cool. All right, so you want to be a youth pastor, maybe do some Cosmo on the side, and you want to do it full time maybe? Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, well, I see that y'all brought in some things. Mannequins.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So are y'all gonna give us a demo? Let's hear it.
You can start.
I want to start? Okay.
Yeah, you got
So
it.
I'm going to teach how you section hair like properly. And I'm going to do the easiest one for me at least, and it's 4 sections.
Okay.
And 8, the other one is 9 sections, and it also can help you a lot because it divides your work up more evenly, and like you know what you're doing, where to go next. Because when you look at like all this hair, that's a lot of hair. Like that's a lot to start with. So when you're curling hair especially, that can be very overwhelming.
So you're sectioning the hair to curl it.
Yes.
Okay.
So this works for anything though. You can section it to do rollers, curling.
Yes, a natural
straightening.
updo, anything, honestly.
Anything you really want to section the hair.
Go ahead and start, but I'm just gonna say while you're doing that, when y'all came in and sat down a while ago and y'all were talking about 8-4, y'all were talking about all these numbers, and then y'all were talking about ABCD and all this stuff. I was like, I just thought y'all are going in there and y'all are just doing hair. I didn't realize how technical it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It is a lot, but it's very rewarding because I feel like whatever you do to anybody, it makes them more confident, and that's really why we're here.
Aw.
So whenever you're sectioning hair, you want to start. I feel bad. I'm like lifting her head
You're
up. I don't have a thing.
You're good.
So I
Do what you
promise
need to do.
I wouldn't do it to a client.
To a real client,
I would
relax.
I would
Yeah.
never ever do this. So you want to start from the bridge of the nose and go straight up and find wherever the center of it is lining to the hair. So you go right there and you drag this comb back all the way to the back of the head, and you pinch and you pull it apart. And then just even it out as much as you can. So that is the main thing. Was the hardest thing for me to learn how to do, because getting it straight, like in cosmetology, you can't be perfect. Like there's actually no way to be perfect. So next you're gonna go right here and find the ear, and then you're gonna take your comb the same way you did to the front and go right behind the ear and pinch and pull it back. I messed up. get all the hair from behind the ear.
I'm learning so much already because I just thought that my hair girl was just, I didn't know you go to the ear.
I was actually thinking this could help even like at home for straightening your hair, curling your hair. Because if you do it all at once, like I typically do, I miss spots.
Yeah. Mine's so random.
So then you're going to take, this is my way, at least as what we've learned, everybody kind of has their own way as long as it's out of the face. Okay. So, and it's really hard to do it on mannequin whenever you don't have something right here or like a mirror or something because you can't see if it's in their face or not.
Oops. We should have got you a mirror.
No, it's okay. Because then they can't see it, but it's good. If it's in their face, just don't put it in the face.
Okay, now tell us about the clips because they have a specific name.
Yeah, what is this?
So,
what are these used for?
These ones are gator clips. These are just my personal preference. It's a lot of other cosmetologists' personal
gator
preference.
clips.
Yes.
Never knew that.
And then these are butterfly clips.
Ah.
So
I see you prefer the gator as well.
Yes.
Okay.
They're starting to become a trend.
Okay. So then you just do that the same side over here, which we'll just section this one off so I can show the other side. And you do, for the front, you go all the way back with it. Like it stays straight the whole way. And then you pinch it and you pull it. But then on this side, you take all of this hair and you put it in one clip, except for whatever you're about to work with. So you keep a very small section at the bottom, and then that would be our section we curl.
Cool. Now, why are you keeping the small section at the bottom? So that's what you're starting to
curl.
curl.
Yes, that's what you're starting to curl with.
Gotcha. Man, I'm gonna be recurling my hair so differently now.
So then, you just keep repeating the process, and then as you work, as you go up, you just take smaller sections out of your big section.
So you just unclip it, take a section, clip it back?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So this reminds me a lot of some of the competitions that we saw last spring, where we saw a hair braiding one. And they were given like a picture, and then they had to just execute that style in a certain amount of time.
Oh my gosh.
And hands were moving quickly and swiftly, and it was amazing to see.
Absolutely.
Have you competed yet? I know you're a second year. Have you competed?
No, so we end up not competing last year, but this year we are. And my teacher said she's going to sign me up. So
Awesome.
I'm so excited because my sister, she was Miss Dekia cosmetology student like 3 years ago.
Are you in Miss Marino's class and you're in Miss Dekia's class?
I'm in Miss Dekia and she's in Miss Brown.
Yes, but I had Miss Dekia last year.
Okay. They're both amazing.
They absolutely
They are. So when my sister was in her class, she went to compete. It was a great experience. So I always wanted to be like her.
Yeah.
So she got a whole medal. Like, it's so nice. It's so nice.
That's so sweet.
So I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I love fashion. Like, that's my thing. I used to do a blog. I still kind of do some of it on the side, but I have 2 kids now. But anyway, I think it's a really good experience for you guys, and I kind of talked to Miss Marino about this, is backstage at a fashion show. I mean, they are just, like you said, the hands are going. It's so fast-paced, and it's hair and makeup, and it's really exciting. So
right, because they have to like be ready to go on stage or on the walkway quick. So you have to do it well, and you have to do it fast.
And if you have like a full outfit change or something between walks, you have to change their hairstyle. I mean, it's really cool. So we need to figure out something local we could get y'all in, maybe like New Orleans Fashion Week or something.
That looks fun.
Wouldn't that?
That
Would be really fun.
too.
Yeah, let's all go. I love it. Let's go.
That'd be a fun trip.
It would be.
I really, and me and Miss Marino were talking like I think her dream field trip for y'all would be like New York Fashion Week, and I'm
That'd
like,
be
I will
awesome.
be going on that. I will pay to go. I don't care. Oh, that's
So
awesome.
my interest in cosmetology started from when I was in college. I worked at a spa. And so I was a receptionist there, and I got to see cosmetologists at work, massage therapists, estheticians, and it was just amazing just how knowledgeable they are, for one, and just how amazing of a job they did with their clients. And they would come back and they would request them, and so it was just really nice to see that firsthand. My only role in it was just booking,
No.
just making sure that they had bookings.
Yes.
But it was really nice to see those customers come back every time and always leave so happy and confident and wanting to, see them again.
That's awesome. I didn't know you worked at a spa.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, let's see your demo. What you got?
So,
You got some scissors over here.
yes.
Now, can I cut my hair? Tell these people, can I cut my hair with just some scissors on my desk?
No.
Why not?
You cannot. No.
That's
no,
what
no,
my girl
no.
said, and I was like, it's fine. I just cut my bangs one time, and she was like, you can't use those scissors. Why?
Yes, honestly, when I first started out, I thought cutting would just be a snip. It's so much more complicated. It
Really?
is, yes.
Tell us.
Okay, so to hold the scissors. Holding it, most people hold it incorrectly. Technically, it's like this.
Oh,
wow.
And basically, to not get arthritis, you're just supposed to move this to cut. So it shouldn't just be...
That's on your
both.
ring finger and thumb.
Yes. So
Okay.
your pinky should hold this, and it's just a simple that. So holding your comb with it, they tell us to never put your comb down. So how you would cut is just pull the hair down, hold it correctly, and snip. And then once you're done, put this in your palm, put the comb in your palm, and you're good.
Okay.
Yes.
And every time after you cut, you're supposed to take your thumb out of the hole.
Yes.
Like, you're not supposed to walk around with your thumb in it.
Can we cut this girl's hair?
Do you want to?
I mean, can you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
wanna
Do
cut-
they have names?
I just cut her hair yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you?
Yes. So
Let's see you cut.
there's a such thing.
Just one little
as-
cut.
I got you.
So you're sectioning the hair.
Yes. So there's a such thing as a dry cut and a wet
Oh,
cut.
she's got her wet bottle.
So we're just
Spray bottle.
gonna do a quick little section. Or honestly, I can do a section in the front so they can see. It could just be a little better.
So most people do a dry cut, is that right? Or do they do a wet cut?
Honestly, I think wet
I think
cuts,
wet cut is more popular.
Yeah, I think they are more popular. We haven't mastered a dry cut, but right now we're trying to master wet cuts. So
Well, wet cuts are like almost easier to do and easier to make look good because you can see where the hair is laying. But you also have to think of all of the different factors in it. Like, is the client's hair curly? Is their hair straight? How does their hair
Yes.
fall?
And it
All
will be
the
different when it
things.
dries.
It is every
Mhm.
time.
okay, so it depends what type of cut you're doing. Could you tell them about the degrees?
Yes. So the 0 degree, which is straight down, you pull the hair straight down and you have to keep it all even and make sure that it isn't going anywhere, any other direction. You have to
Yes.
stay right behind it, make sure it's perfect almost, and you just cut it there and it's called a blunt cut. Well, then there's
Like
the-
this.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
So then I'll show you on this mannequin's head. There's such thing as a 45 degree angle, which would be, correct me if I'm wrong,
I got you.
right here, and you cut it,
Yes.
go wherever, and that causes a layered cut.
Yes, it does.
And then this is a 90 degree. It will also give you, it'll give you a different type of layer, but it's still a layered cut. And same thing with 180, which is straight up, go to the end and cut it up, and that's also a different layered.
Yes.
So, say I'm trying to save some money on my son's bangs. And I'll probably will use table scissors. How do I need to pull his hair up? 90? And just, or do I just, because I don't like it straight across.
Yeah.
How should I do it? How should I do bangs?
I think it's like a 90 angle.
I think it is a 90, so you go
Yeah.
straight, almost straight out from wherever the root grows
Okay.
and cut it.
I'll let y'all know how that goes.
I was actually thinking math when you were saying that. Like the degrees
Yes.
of 180, 90,
Yeah.
45. So it definitely takes someone who's really good at math to do cosmetology too, because
Yes.
That's a good cross curriculum point, yeah.
especially whenever you start coloring too, like knowing
Absolutely,
the amounts and
yes.
measurements and all that.
I love how you said that. Some people say like dyeing, and
Oh.
like our teachers
Yes,
will get
color.
at us. It's color, not dye.
You don't dye your hair, you
yes,
color your
it's
hair.
shampoo, not wash.
Really?
Yes, it's correct terms.
Yes.
I say dye my hair.
I used to say
It's color.
I used to.
Mr.
Yes,
B,
color.
she would get on
She
to
will
you.
get on to you. And you're not washing hair. You shampoo and you condition.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's very cool.
We know the correct terms now.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to cut her bangs.
So I just pulled a subsection, basically.
Uh-huh.
So basically all I would do, and you should always stand up if you're cutting somebody's hair.
Yes.
You should never sit down.
She'll
Okay.
get you.
Yeah.
Just
Yes,
for
I
the
know
sake
she's gonna
just-
get me.
I will tell her, just for the sake of the podcast, we'll let you do one cut sitting down.
Yes.
So basically depends what type of cut you want, but typically a blunt cut, you would need to create yourself a guideline. So it's typically in the middle of like the back of the hair, but you would just cut a small section. This is not going to be straight and it's not really stationary, but you would just cut a small section.
And that's what you go by?
Yes, so then technically, I can't really get it too straight, but you would have that little guideline and then you would cut the next section of the hair. So you would follow it through the back, and then once you reach the next section, you will part it, and then you will follow the guideline under the hair. So that's how you would keep every layer even.
Okay.
So what trends are you seeing right now with haircuts or with bangs? Like, are those making a comeback, or what kind of styles are you seeing for
Good
the
question.
season?
Ooh, I would say probably layered cutting. I feel like that is the most popular, and then color. I've been seeing a lot of people color their hair.
What
My
color?
friend just did it today. She got
The cowboy copper is so popular.
yes, that is
my
too.
God.
Yes.
What is cowboy copper?
It's like a brassy orange.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, are y'all doing that in your class?
I am not yet, but aren't you in
Yeah,
chemical
I'm in
services?
chemical service, so we would color at the start of January. So
Okay.
yes.
Cowboy copper.
It is very pretty color.
Will y'all highlight my hair?
We got you.
Y'all highlight?
can.
Y'all highlight?
Yes.
Or balayage?
We got you. Don't
Okay,
worry.
okay, okay. So layers. Tell me more about those. You said they're really in style, but she kind of did mine a little bit in layers. But I mean, what's the key to doing layers?
I think it's just making sure it's even all the way
Yeah.
around and blending it out the right way.
And make sure you're like stationary.
Yeah.
You don't want to be moving while trying to cut in
Like
the same
you
places.
you can't cock your hip, you can't cross your feet.
No,
Like you
you
got to
need-
make sure you're for real
in
right
place.
behind
Yeah,
there.
Yes.
I'm just going back to when I get my hair done. She's like, uncross your legs, uncross your ankles.
Yes.
I'm like, does it really matter?
Yes.
Yes.
It does a lot.
It really does.
It really does. I promise. She's
Because,
not
like, I guess if
kidding
your
you.
legs are crossed, you're constant like,
Yeah.
Yes.
huh, that's interesting.
And even if the person, like my mannequin's head was just tilted just a little tiny bit the wrong way, and it
Yes.
messed up my whole guideline.
oh,
Like,
Learn
but
it
you
the
just
hard
don't.
way.
Yes. Hey, you learn it
Yes.
once and you never do it again.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
honestly.
know after that. But that's the great thing about the mannequins is we learn how to do it before.
yeah.
We have
Or-
to mess it up.
And the whole point of y'all's classes, y'all are going to be working on real people, right?
Yes,
When does
we
that
will.
start?
Well, right now we're working on each other in the lab, and
Yes.
if you want to try something on someone, there's always somebody in the class that is willing to do it.
Okay.
Yes, there's been teachers that
Yes,
will come in the
Mr.
lab.
Fee will let us do her hair.
Yes.
Love
Okay.
that.
So that's exciting.
It is exciting.
But I'm pretty sure we're gonna start January when we come back from Christmas break, and
Or
we're
late
gonna
December.
be open. Yeah, one of them, and then we're gonna be open 2 days a week.
How are y'all taking appointments?
So I did ask my teacher about that day. It's funny because I actually got a question from one of the people I was touring today. And she's not quite sure yet. So I don't know if it's gonna be through the school. I'm not too sure, but I do know that either way we will have it where you can just come into cosmetology. That way you won't have to come through the front of the school. I have to walk all the way to the back. So it would just be quick and easy to come in, get your hair done, pedicure, manicure, whatever you wish.
Awesome. Speaking of that, when are y'all doing pedicures and manicures?
Well, we're somewhat learning them right now.
Okay.
It's just if you want to.
Yes.
Oh, I did. I saw Miss Marino Friday, and I commented on her nail color, and she said the girls did it in class, and she said that y'all are doing a really good job with gel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
We're
good
all
to
very
know.
excited.
I'm glad to hear that because I like the gel polish.
Yeah.
too.
Can
Yes.
teachers come get gel?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
course.
Okay. Awesome. Hey, now we know.
I know.
Yes.
Especially the holidays coming up. It's a popular time to really get all
Yes.
the nails done, hair done.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yes.
Y'all might just have to stay during the planning period. You know.
We could do that.
We
Good
can.
idea.
No, I don't know how the funds will work, you know, when y'all start taking customers, but I'm sure we can figure it out. But that's cool.
So I have a
Yes.
quick question about your certifications. Like, do y'all have apprenticeships that you do, or do you have an exam that you'll take at a certain time? Like, what does that look like for your pathway?
So I am pretty sure the hairstylist license, I think you would need, I think it's 1,500 hours. I'm not too sure on the hours, but I know since this is my second year in cosmetology, I can easily obtain that. I would just need to get my hours from Mr. Fee, my previous teacher. But how it works basically is you would need apprentice hours. And I'm not sure how many hours that is either.
I think
But
it's a lot.
yes, it
Yes.
is
It's
a
a lot
lot
of hours.
of hours.
But they want to make sure you know what you're doing.
Yes. And the state board is nothing to play with. That's all I've been hearing.
Really?
Not
Yes.
at all.
Do you have to do live stuff for the state board, or is all on paper?
Live.
Live.
Uh,
I think there's
really?
a live
In
portion.
timed.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Whoa.
they pay attention to a lot of things like sanitary. So you can't put your comb down. You can't scratch your head. You can't. I don't even know. So some of the things are like just crazy.
Yeah.
That, like we hear that Mr. B's just like watch it. Like don't do it.
Because you
Pretty
won't pass
much.
your state board.
Right.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They time on how
Very
you part
by the
hair.
book.
It is.
Yes.
There's a lot to remember.
Very
Yeah.
crucial.
What's coming up in y'all's class that y'all are excited about?
Can I talk?
Yes.
So we're doing my favorite project this year. It's called Nothing But Hair.
Now, what's that?
It's called that.
It is
correct?
called Nothing But
Yes.
Hair.
So I did it last year. Basically, is you get a foam mannequin head, and you put hair on it. But the thing about that is, it cannot be real hair. So
Wait,
Oh,
what?
I've seen that before.
Yes.
So you could do, for example, like flowers.
yes,
Or-
straws.
Yes,
Spaghetti
anything.
noodles, like
Yes.
anything.
That's
So, what is your material, or is it a secret?
Okay, so it's not due until December. I'm still thinking. Last year I did like the little cotton balls. I did like a little afro.
Oh,
Cute.
And it was like a cute, colorful afro. But now, I don't know. I want
You
to do
need like a
something
good
creative.
creative material.
Yes.
Let's
I wanna be the
brainstorm.
best.
What about you?
I think for mine, I'm gonna make it into the Grinch. And
Oh my
put
God.
Oh, that's
red
cute.
and
I would love
feathers.
that.
Yeah.
That's seasonal.
Cindy Lou.
You didn't
What if
you Cindy Lou and
I love that.
Yeah, that would be really cute.
Oh my
I
gosh, that
love
would be
that.
awesome.
I
Yes.
love that.
That would be cute.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What are you excited about coming up? Anything?
I'm excited about everything. Every day is something that we learn that's new, and I know that in that class every day that we're going to be doing something that is fun and that I am
Yes.
interested in and that I am learning. And so whether it's mastering a new haircut or styling one of my friend's hair, it's always something different.
Yes.
Do y'all ever get up? You're like, man, I don't want to go to school today.
Not
No.
anymore.
No.
Not anymore. It's so
Mm-mm.
amazing. I'm actually really sad now when I miss school.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I miss? Missed the
Honestly,
feed. Like, did I miss a lab
yes.
day? Like, oh my gosh, we went in by ourselves. Yeah.
Honestly, it's a blessing seeing our teachers every day. I just
Aw.
come to love them
I love
every
them so much.
day. It's just
Me too. I've kind of got to work with them a little bit on the outside when we were at North and South Baldwin Centers for Technology, but never have gotten to working closely with them, and I've just fell in love with both of them, and they're just so amazing. Y'all are so blessed.
We
They
are.
They are fun, and they're great teachers.
they really
Yeah.
are.
So
And I will say too, cosmetology students in my classes, oh my gosh, they're amazing. Like every time we have a presentation, everyone speaks so well and confidently, and they just really love their pathway. So they will find all kinds of articles that I'm interested in, and when they share it with us, they have that expert knowledge
Yes.
where they just go beyond the article and just talk about what they're learning and how this applies to that. So earlier today we were talking about TikTok and beauty influencers and how so many people go online just to see DIY things. Like they want to learn how to do these things, but the experts are needed because y'all are the ones that can really show how it's done.
Yeah. Yes. So adding to that, there's a website called Behind the Chair.
BehindTheChair.com.
Yes. So
Cool.
we have to do bell ringers every Monday and Wednesday in the start of class. And basically we go on their website and we make a bell ringer about any of the trends that's upcoming with hair. So it's a very good experience, honestly, because you learn about the new trends. You learn about famous layer cuts. You learn about which braids are, I guess, the favorites this month.
What is the
It's a
most
lot.
famous haircut?
The most famous? Well, right now,
I think I
perms
know
are
what it
coming
is.
back.
Tell me. Oh, just like the famous person haircut.
Person?
Ooh,
I've seen a lot of Sabrina Carpenter's.
Really?
I see
Yes.
Ariana Grande.
Really?
That's who I
Look, I'm a
see.
millennial. I'm saying Rachel off Friends.
Yeah, that was a popular.
It was.
And
The Rachel.
style.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Rachel was very popular. And I believe it's coming back somewhat in
Yes.
different forms.
Yeah.
It's like the mullet is coming back again, just in a different form.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, yes.
It's
That's a
not. It's
Morgan
not as
Wallen
bad.
thing.
It's not as bad this time. Oh my goodness.
So one thing I've seen are boys getting perms
Yes.
to get that curl
Oh, yes.
and that texture to the
Oh.
Yes.
Have y'all done perms yet?
So you have.
Yeah, y'all haven't, have y'all?
No, we did
Yes.
rollers and they did perms.
Okay.
Yes, we did rollers last year. So this year we started with perms. It's honestly quite simple. Section the hair, but it's a little more complicated. It's in 8 sections. You can either start from the front or the back, and let's just say this was a roller. You would put the paper on it, spray it, and then you would just roll it up.
Okay.
And it's pretty simple. It's long though.
And then you put the chemicals in there to make
Yes.
the curl set.
After
that.
all of it's done, you do the little spray, and yes.
Okay. Cool. I think I'm gonna go with Sabrina Carpenter, right? 'Cause she's got the bangs.
She does have.
I
some-
need
Yes.
some bangs. I feel like my forehead needs bangs. So I might come in there and let y'all try it out on me. I'm being serious.
We got you. We got you.
Well, is there anything else y'all want to tell, I guess, potential 9th graders that are thinking about coming here maybe next year?
Well, I think that it's one of the best experiences I've ever had. It's such a different setting in the education and also in our pathway. I mean, my pathway is really what's made me want to come to school every day. Like, see all my friends and just be able to work on my teachers. Like, we're so close with our teachers that it's insane.
Aww.
Yes.
And they're just, it's like having other people that you know care about you at school.
Yeah.
So I say, if you want to come, try it.
This is an experience you would never see at an ordinary school. I don't think they understand. Honestly, it's really a blessing. Like, the people, the teachers, the staff, the office. When I don't know what to do, I just go to the office and bother them. I bother
Yes.
Miss Lavender, Mr. Seeley. They're just botherable and they don't mind.
Botherable. They're accessible.
Yes. I just feel like, honestly, if you're one of them people who want a little bit more in life per se and want something that you feel like after high school you can immediately get into without having to take extra steps for it, Baldwin Preparatory will be your place.
Yes.
Not an ad.
Not
Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much. It was cool to know that there's so many like technical things that you're actually doing when you're sectioning hair and you're cutting it. It's not just you go in and you do it. I mean, there's like protocols that y'all go by, so that was cool to learn. I want to learn more about what y'all do. I think it's really cool. And just for the record, I want to say when we had advisory day, the cosmetology girls that came in for advisory, I was like, oh, these are my people. They had their hair all done pretty and their nails done, and I was like, wow. So it was really cool. But anyway, thank y'all so much for coming on.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having
Braving the
us.
podcast
Of course.
without your instructors.
We're excited to be here.
New Cosmo students. Yeah.
The spa is opening and the salon's opening.
Yeah, let us know when it opens and we'll push it out there.
We will.
Get y'all some
Thank you.
customers.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. It's Regan and Dekia.